Hey everyone, it's Julie. Today we'll be making original plain cheesecake. So we're going to keep it simple, no sauce, no fillings, just plain cheesecake topped off with fresh strawberries to give it a little color, but original plain cheesecake it is, and it was incredibly delicious. So let's get started. So let's prepare the crust. I purchased a box of crushed graham crackers. You can definitely crush your own, but if you understood how much I hate cleaning my humongous food processor, you'd understand why I never want to use it. So I bought them crushed, poured in some unsalted melted butter, gave everything a mix, and then I placed it in my 9-inch cheesecake pan. Most people add sugar to their mixture. I definitely do not do that. I feel like it's sweet enough already, but of course you may add sugar to your liking. Now with my hands, I just spread it out. And if you feel like it's too dry and it's not staying together, you can add some more butter. And if it's too wet, then just add more graham crackers, if that makes sense. Now with a glass, I'm just pushing it up against the sides. And of course, you can go up as high as you'd like. If you want the crust to go up all the way, make sure to double the recipe. Now for the filling, make sure the cream cheese is softened and at room temperature. If the cream cheese is hard and cold, you will end up with a very lumpy filling, so keep that in mind. And you want to whip this for about a minute, making sure you scrape down the sides. Added a cup of sour cream. It's going to really help smooth out the batter, and it also gives it a nice subtle taste, also cuts down the sweetness, so make sure you don't skip out on it. I really like sour cream in my cheesecake. I then poured in the sugar, give everything a good mix, make sure to scrape down the sides, and then finally add in the eggs. I did add a splash of vanilla extract. I didn't get it on camera, but I did, so make sure to add about a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Once you add in the eggs, you want to mix it for about 10 seconds and that's it. No need to overmix. Now let's pour this over our chilled crust. The crust was in the refrigerator while I was preparing the filling. The reason I like to chill the crust for a couple of minutes is so the crust stays put and the crumbs don't rise to the top when you pour in the batter. That can happen if you don't refrigerate it. Give everything a tap so the air bubbles come out if there are any. And I like to place the cheesecake in a large skillet with high sides and pour in some boiling water. I like to bake the cheesecake in a water bath. It really makes a difference. Make sure to outline the cheesecake pan in some aluminum foil, and then you just place it in a large baking dish and pour the boiling water inside the larger baking dish. That will help your cheesecake bake extremely smooth. Now, if you do not want any cracks on top of your cheesecake, you can go to my website, cookedbyjulie.com, and I will explain in details how you can prevent that. Definitely not rocket science, just a couple extra steps, no biggie. But if I explain it in the video, it will take a really long time. So yeah, go on over to my site and I will explain it in details. Now, if you just want to make this in a hurry and don't care about cracks, just bake this in a preheated oven at 350 degrees for 1 hour and 15 minutes. Then let it cool completely at room temperature, then place it in the fridge for a minimum of 4 hours. Then you can devour it. I placed some fresh strawberries on top. You can definitely make a simple syrup and coat the strawberries in it to give it a nice glossy look. I kept it simple. Now, when I was a kid, my family and I used to go to a famous restaurant that's known for their cheesecake, and my favorite was the cookie dough cheesecake. When my family members would order plain cheesecake, I thought they were nuts because they had a million flavors to choose from. Why choose plain? But nowadays, I love me a slice of plain cheesecake. So good. I'm honestly not a fan of whipped cream, not a fan of overly sweet sauces, but of course you can serve this any way you'd like. I like it straight up. I hope you guys give this recipe a try because it was super smooth and creamy. I've been making this exact recipe for years now. All of my cheesecake videos have this exact same base. So yeah, definitely give this a try, and thank you all so much for watching.